Surprisingly, the Momentum works. Hi, cat. You joining the video? Hello, YouTube, and thank you for checking out my video. In this video, we're going to compare 3 of the most premium earbuds on the market right now. We have the Sony WF-1000XM5s. I have the black version here. Next up, we have the Technics AZ80. This is the silver version here. And the last but not least, the Sennheiser Momentum4s. I have the copper version here. We're going to compare these in 5 categories with a scoring system of 1 through 5, with 1 being the worst to 5 being the best. The categories are fit and comfort, app and controls, noise canceling, transparency, and sound quality. I also recorded some microphone samples outside with these, and we'll add it on to the end of the video for comparison's sake. These will not be included as part of the scoring. Keep in mind, I'm not going to read off the back of the box specs, such as battery life, Bluetooth codecs. These can all be easily found online. The scoring are based on my personal view on the products only, and your experiences may vary. With that, let's get to our first category to see which earbuds will come out on top. Fit and comfort is a very subjective thing since everyone has different ear sizes and shapes. The scoring I'm giving these is only for how it fits me. All 3 earbuds are actually all pretty comfortable. None of them are too big, as you can tell. And let's take them out of the case here to just compare them kind of side by side here. As you can tell, they're all right around the same size. The Sennheiser here has these little fins here that's supposed to provide some stabilities. We'll talk about that later. The Technics and the Sennheiser comes with silicone ear tips. As you can see here, I try to keep them clean. And the Sony comes with these foam/silicone tips. I guess they're okay. Not too bad, but definitely not my favorite. All right, let's get them all back to their case. They can go back now. Yeah, so I don't have music randomly starts playing on these. So here are the scoring for these. The AZ80 is clearly the most comfortable out of the 3. These fits me very nice, and I never feel like they will fall out. They also comes with quite a few different sizes for the ear tips. Thus, it makes it a lot easier to find the right fit. Just to quickly show you, these are all the tips that comes with the AZ80. I'm pretty sure you are able to find a size that fits you. I hope. 7 different ones. Personally, the small number 1 fits me the best for these. Now, the Sony's foam tips just do not fit me very well. They often create a pressure point in my ear, and I use the smaller size. I think this is the second to the smallest it comes with. Oh, they're color coded, as you can see here. So it's really nice to see that Sony makes it easy for you to identify the size. But if I use a smaller size that doesn't create the smaller one after this one, I cannot get a really good seal. Now, the Sennheiser fares a bit better, but it does not sit in my ear securely. This is a medium-sized tip, and I've tried all the sizes it comes with. It comes with 4 different sizes. I've tried even the largest stability bands, and I just cannot confidently use these outside for the fear of losing them. All 3 of these earbuds comes with a companion app and offers touch control along with custom equalizer. I want to focus mostly on the controls here, but I also want to talk about my own personal experience using the apps. So let's start with the Sennheiser. Here's what the Sennheiser app looks like. Right now it's hooked up to my phone. One thing I do want to mention is here's a custom equalizer. It's a 5-band. It's got different presets. You have to tap up here to pick all the presets. The personalization you have to sign in and you have to register an account to use this. But once you have that set up, it's actually pretty cool. Here's your adaptive noise canceling section. You have on, anti-wind, and I did test this anti-wind outside. It's actually pretty good. And then you have off. Here's your transparency slider. Here you can customize your touch controls, etc., etc. They also come with a fit test, and then they have sound zone. Basically what sound zone is, you can set up like almost like a GPS style where you can tell the earbuds what type of noise canceling transparency mode you should be in when you're in certain areas. I don't find it to be very helpful, so I never use it. And then if you go to the settings, you can do audio. You can select the different audio style that you like to use with these. These have aptics. These use the aptics codecs. It's got adaptive, it's got lossless. But of course, if you're an iPhone user, none of that applies to you. It's got a battery eco mode. Basically, this deactivates aptics and switch it over to AAC. Smart pause, auto accept call, auto off is good. You have your tone and prompt, product info, battery reset, and this battery protection mode is pretty cool. Basically, it limits the charge to 80%. So this is what a Sony app looks like. Really basic app. Got your name up there, your battery level. Adaptive sound control is very similar to the Sennheiser Sound Zone. And you have your sound menu. Here's your ambient sound control, noise canceling or off. Pretty self-explanatory stuff here. Speak to chat feature. Here's your equalizer. You can go ahead and customize it as such. This is your bass slider. These are your mids and your trebles. You can also do the find your equalizer, which I really like that feature. 360 audio setup. You can choose your connection quality if you want it just on AAC or you want to play on LDAC. Basically, that's what this is for. DSE Extreme is for upscaling your audio if you're not streaming LDAC. Here's your multi-point option, your assistant. This is your control option. These are not customizable. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. These quick access are absolutely useless for me because it's only for Spotify, Amazon Music, and Endale, and I don't have any of them. And then it's got a LE audio connection in beta. This is for low latency. I tried this option for gaming. It's okay, nothing special. I just leave it on classic audio for these. These are your earbud tips size tests, auto power, capture voice. This is like Cytone. And these are different searching and setup, Spotify, Tap, Amazon Music. And I don't have any of these, so none of those apply to me. One thing I do like the Sony app is it does keep track of your use time. Kind of cool, I guess. Now, one thing about the Technics app is it is feature packed. Here's your ambient sound and noise canceling control here. It's got a little slider. You can also turn it off if you want. And here's your equalizer. I personally really like the dynamic. They also give you a 5-band custom equalizer you can play around with. This is a find my headphone feature. Do not hit that sound if you have your phone, if you have your earbuds in your ear. Now in the settings menu, this is where this app gets a little crazy. This voice prompt, customized voice prompt. This is changing the color. It depends on which one you get. You can rename the headphone. You can auto power off. Here's your fitting sensor for the ear tips. This is your connection mode. This is basically LDAC or no LDAC. And here is your multi-point set. You can do 1, 2, or 3. If you do 3, LDAC cannot be used. Touch sensor, customization control, ambient modes. I mean, you can optimize the noise canceling. I just left it in the middle. Not sure exactly what it does. This is also, you can control the level of background noise reduction. I just left it on normal. And you can select your voice assistant. I mean, you can tell this is just a lot. It also comes with user guides, that's always handy. The Sony's control method cannot be customized, but the defaults do work well for me. I also really like the device list and how easily multi-point works on these. Now, the Sennheiser app is easy to use with fully customizable control, except for the volume, which has to be on the long hold. It has a great equalizer option. The personalized sound does make a pretty good difference. And the multi-point works great on it as well. and it provides you with a good device list. The AZ80 here, as you can see from the scoring, offers one of the best features that none of these two offers. It can connect up to 3 devices at the same time. Now, albeit LDAC will be disabled. The controls on these are also fully customizable, except the volume cannot be on the long hole, opposite of the Sennheiser. It is also very user-friendly with great equalizer options. I really like the dynamic preset for these, and I haven't really feel the need to change it. Its only shortfall is a lack of a device list that can be used for connecting or disconnecting. Can't have it all, right? All 3 buds offers pull connection from a previously paired device. An active noise cancellation, or ANC. Now this is a tough one, since all 3 offers great noise cancellations. Now I tested these running on treadmill, tested these outside, standing on sidewalks, for safety reason, and I also tested these in a noisy coffee shop. You will be happy with any of these 3 for noise canceling. They all do a fantastic job. However, I must give them a score. Both the XM5 and the Momentum provides excellent noise cancellation in all the places I tested these on. Therefore, they're both going to get a 5. Most importantly, I don't feel any pressure in my ears when I use these with noise cancellation. Now the AZ80, now it's also great, but I knocked it down a notch since I had instances after a couple hours of use. I can feel the pressure a bit. This is very minor and your experience may vary. I cannot emphasize enough how important transparency mode is to me. I would say a vast majority of the time when I'm using any of these earbuds, it's on the transparency mode. I would say at least 80% of the time. Since I need to hear my coworkers when I'm in the office, I need to hear cars when I'm out walking outside, and most important, I need to hear my family when I'm at home. The AZ80 provides the best transparency mode out of the 3 for me. These sounds incredibly clear and it amplifies the outside noise for me very well. Now there are times where I almost forgot these buds aren't on, combined with the comfort that I spoke about earlier. Whenever I'm having a conversation with another person, it just sounds very natural. I don't feel any need to take them out. Now the other person might look at you and say, why are you wearing earbuds? But hey, different issue for a different day. The Sony is also great. The transparency mode has a good clarity as well. But for me, it's harder to have a little conversation with these since the voice can be a little hard to hear and sounds a bit more processed than the Technics. Sometimes I gotta take them off if I'm having a conversation with somebody. It's not terrible. Unfortunately, the Momentum is very clear to me. It trails behind in transparency mode with the other 2. Now it works well, but it's just not as clear sounding at times. It can get a bit muffled. And last but not least, my opinions on the sound quality. Little disclaimer, I am not an audiophile, and I definitely cannot taste my music. Like some people that I've heard, they can. Incredible. This is only my own subjective view on the sound. A little bit about what I prefer. I prefer clear sound with high treble. Bass is always nice to have, but I do not prefer bass-heavy buds, aka bass cannons. As far as the mids goes, I just like to hear the vocals clearly. Once again, I'm just an average consumer with average ears. Nothing fancy here. Now keep in mind, all 3 of these earbuds offers a pretty good equalizer option. If I were to pick an equalizer that probably worked the best, it'll probably be the Sennheiser due to that personalized sound option, because you can kind of tweak it at the end to get where you want it. The Technics has a custom EQ, but the dynamics preset is so good that I just leave it at that. And the Sony has the Find My EQ option, and I did run it through a few times to find the sound that I like the best. Now both the XM5 and the Momentum4 has great clarity, really fits my taste. Now I do recommend doing the EQ test for both of these, the personalized EQ, the Find My EQ on the Sony. to get the best sound that fits your individual preference. The Technics got the best score for me. The excellent dynamic preset, which I have just used that and I never touched it. That preset provides clear treble with good bass without it being overwhelming, which perfectly fits my sound preference. I can listen to any genre of music with the AZ80 and it seems like I always get a great sound. And it's bonus time. Now I use all three of these for PC gaming as well. These all have some latency and I do not recommend these for competitive gaming. A casual gamer like myself who mainly plays single player games, these all worked fine. If I were to rank these for gaming, now surprisingly, the Momentum4 works very well here. Games sound immersive and sound effects are punchy with great mix of environmental sound. Now these other two falls a bit short here. They sound tinny and less impactful. I cannot recommend these two for gaming at all. Now, unfortunately, none of these will work with the PlayStation 5 by themselves since it does not support Bluetooth audio, but I think there are some dongles you can get for these. I recommend getting a dedicated gaming headsets or a gaming earbuds. Here are the mic samples for all three earbuds that are recorded outside. I'm using my phone's microphone right now so you can kind of hear how windy it is. I'm going to use all three. I'm going to test all three: Sennheiser Momentum4, Technics AZ80, and the Sony XM5. Recording 1, 2, 3. Sennheiser Momentum4 True Wireless Earbuds. I'm test recording the microphone quality for the Sennheiser Momentum4 True Wireless Earbuds. Test recording 1, 2, 3. Sony WF-1000XM5. Test recording 1, 2, 3. Outside on a pretty windy day with some cars going by. Test recording 1, 2, 3. Test recording 1, 2, 3. This is the Technics AZ80 microphone test outside with some light traffic and some wind in the background. This is a test recording for the Technics AZ80. You can be the judge on which one you feel sound the best. Personally, I prefer the XM5, then the AZ80, and the Momentum4 last. In conclusion, not accounting for gaming into the scoring, you can see the AZ80 comes out on top with a score of 23 out of 25. These are fantastic earbuds and it is my recommendation out of the three here. XM5 could have been closer, but the comfort just don't work for me. And the Momentum4 is great as well, but it's just not an exciting earbuds for me to use on a daily basis. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It just feels more like there's going to be more future firmware that can improve this product, but I can only speak on it to what it offers right now. I want to thank you all for watching this video. Hit the like button for me if you're not liking this video. Subscribe to my channel to help my channel grow. Let me know in the comments which of these three earbuds interests you the most for your next purchase. Thank you once again, and have a great rest of your day.